sign that they,
Yo,
hey, Maggot.
You're right. Yeah. Can you hear me?
how's it going, Maggot? It's good.
I can hear you.
Okay, cool.
Good to talk. We've got a mutual friend.
How the hell did they think that you have an
Aristocratic.
aristocrat accent? You know, I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, your English is pretty good, but it's not Buckingham Palace good.
Yeah. I know. It's I didn't talk like this except when I want to. It's fucking ridiculous. I mean, like the guy's a twat. You're talking about what's his face, loser. Yeah, a loser.
You have more of an accent like Gilmore or like Roger Waters or the guys from Pink Floyd. You know, it's not bad, but it's it's not total Cockney thing.
Yeah.
But it's not aristocratic either. You know.
I'll see if I can get video cam working on this.
So you've got to be an idiot to think that.
Yeah.
I mean, the fucking guys are English. Their first language is English, and they can't even differentiate between
Differentiate.
differentiate between the good English and the average and the bad, you know.
Well, that's it. I mean, like, anybody who's listened to me for more than 10 seconds knows that I don't speak like an upper class person. I got like a working class voice, and that's amazingly surprising because I've got a working class job. And it's like how and how.
But still, I've heard worse than you. You know, when I went to London, some guys I couldn't even understand what the fuck they were saying. It was Cockney, really East London, really bad. You know, really hard to get.
Well, I'm on Maggot video. Yeah, there you go.
I know that the Queen went to visit you. I heard.
Oh yeah. Did she?
That's what I'm saying. We have a mutual friend. You know, Bryzer. You were talking to Bryzer before.
Oh, okay. In
the
chat room.
He said, no, you were talking to him on Skype.
Okay.
He said to me, you don't remember, because I was telling him about you in the chat box last week, whatever, and I was saying, I'm going to get Maggot on, and I listened to your call into Kite Hunt and whatever, and some of your various musings, you know, I've just come across you over there.
Hey, Maggot, I can't see you. I can only see the wall.
I'll get the light sorted. I'm a dark person.
Me too, but...
like Bryzer says, you will not forget a name called Maggot. You know? So, is it the same Maggot? You know?
Is it the same?
Hey, by the way, guys, if you have Mutaran if you guys have Mutaran or something like that, like anything that impedes on your bandwidth, shut it down.
Yeah, I'm doing that.
Now we're trying. I wanted to get the blow from, BLAU.
Yeah, you'll be lucky.
He sounds like a car stereo, black pont.
Yeah.
Why would I? What do you mean I'd be lucky?
Oh, yeah, I was thinking of Joseph Blau, sorry. I thought I was thinking of Joe Blow. I was thinking, if it's open hours at the mental home.
Oh, Blue Ocean.
If he hasn't burned it down already.
Yeah.
Okay, he's still in the chat, I think. Hey, Blue.
I can't believe it. I've put on 2 lights and it doesn't make any difference, does it? I'm still like dark. Never mind.
You look like Jerry Seinfeld stuck in a yellow box.
Yeah, and this
he's still. Hey,
he's with your computer.
Still there. How should we go about getting him on?
Just drag him into the fucking convo, man.
No. I don't have. Nobody has. I thought Maggot would have had his.
It's
But yeah, nobody has it. What should? Okay, I'll tell him just to type Zapoper in the search engine of Skype, but still, I'll have his contact. But okay, I'll try.
Hang on.
What are you saying about Bryce? You saying I sounded pissed, like pissed off or drunk or what?
No. He just said he remembered you when I was telling him about you.
Okay.
Oh, all right, that's cool, man. You just
Yeah, I sent him the thing. No, it wasn't bad. What do I call you, maggot? You know? That was the thing. Yeah, he just said you don't forget.
He says it's 2013, by the way. Yeah, I think that guy is funny. I hope he gets on Skype because we were like, Maggot and Blow.
Yeah.
Well, Blow. Yeah, at the Cyber Sage we were like it was kind of funny to see Maggot.
Yeah.
Was always spamming and the chat box.
Yeah. I know, that's what's hilarious. It's like I'm fucking like Dr. Manhattan or something. I mean, you say I'm spamming, but I'm just doing stuff that I'm finding out on a sort of like day-to-day basis, and everybody else is like pretty much quiet.
Your brain really goes fast, like you speak.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I know. It's like I was in a weird conversation with somebody.
I think you're bloody loony.
You're into the cartoon stuff, man. The Amini or Ami, whatever you call it, the Japanese thing.
Anime.
Yeah.
Anime, yeah.
No, anime. Yeah, I never knew how to pronounce that.
Yeah,
in French, the E is silent, so we say anim.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Then
I
anime.
It's supposed to be said like anime, but
yeah, anime.
Right. I mean, it's got an accent on the E when it's translated into French, apparently.
Okay, put a spot on your fucking face, man.
You just say Japanese cartoon.
I can only see like, hey, come on, Maggot. I want to see.
I can see Maggot.
You can see me. I always look like this.
It must be my soft screen. How come I can see me fine and I only have 7.5 watts on it?
It's the Canadian electricity thing.
Yes.
He was in charge of your electricity before he became a globalist. Or he was a globalist and then he took charge of your electricity.
What I keep my screen soft because reading all day on the screen, with the whites glowing and all, so I keep it soft. But you
just need a better camera, man. That's all. I need to get one as well. They look grainy and shit as well.
Oh, no. But Maggot's lighting is not on the good side, he should have a little bit on his face, a little bit more.
It was stick a spotlight on so we can get Ed to check.
Oh, not a spotlight, just a little, because I only see
I'll mess around with settings, yeah. I think I can.
What?
I'll see if I can change the settings so I can get it a bit brighter. Whoa!
Oh, you're going into cartoon land now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I get it.
It's a radio. Look, the state of it.
I understand what you're doing now. Stop. No, go back down a little.
You need some press.
Okay.
Go up again. Go just a little bit again. Just okay. Stop. So, well.
Okay, because that the room is actually white. I mean that the walls are all painted white.
Yeah. Well, I thought it was yellow.
No, it looks yellow, doesn't it?
It looks all yellow, man.
Yeah, no, it's painted white.
Don't do the dark thing again. Okay, that's good, man. Stop.
Okay.
Okay, how's that, DelCruix?
Hang on, man.
Well, how does Maggot
Still
look?
yellow, but Maggot looks
No,
relative.
no. His face is more important than the fucking wall.
Saying he looks relatively human compared to the back fusion
Yeah.
of white.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I can see you, man. I could see you from the beginning, anyway.
Hey, nice to meet you, Maggot. What's your name? Hey, cheers. What's your name, man? I mean, just the first name.
Why? John.
John.
Yeah.
John. That's
Hey, John.
Yeah.
okay.
Nice to meet you as
Well,
Bye.
everybody knows. Everybody knows I'm Stefan. DelCruix is Joe.
I'm Joe, man.
Hey, let's look what's going on with Blow.
We're all a bunch of fucking alcoholics.
Yeah. I'd like to see Blow, man.
He's still dicking around in the chat box. I sent him an appropriate contact. He responded with a good one. It's 2013. Yeah, I know.
He's still
Fuck's sake.
doing blah blah blah.
He's still jabbering on.
The chat censors. Nobody is censoring. Look, as long as Del's here as a fucking moderator, there's no censoring of anything. You know?
Yeah.
Don't censor. Other people do, but they're being educated day by day. And that Granada Steve takes the biscuit.
He says I have no Skype. Just paste.
Download the fucking thing.
Just type it again. Your
Oh man, I have no Skype. Who in their right mind this day and age on the computer doesn't have Skype? Now I know it took us long enough to get to it, but
oh, I have no Skype. What a retarded fuck.
yeah.
Well, I mean, I didn't use Skype until like 4 months ago, maybe. So I'm fucking retarded too.
Have you got a computer?
Jesus, fine. I've been on the internet since 2004. Okay, good night then. Good night then. Blow. Jeez.
Have you got a computer?
How's your keyboard doing? Do you sleep with your mouse? Oh, mouse.
Fucking hell, man.
Fuck. I would have liked to see that guy.
Yeah, it's a crazy old rock and roll world.
No, but we've been laughing so much.
Yeah. Sleep well, Zapoper. He's ignoring have you got a computer question. Well, maybe he doesn't. He could be in a fucking internet cafe for all we know. You chucking out time now. Anyway, on to more important business.
Is there really important business?
Well, I still have Luke's chat open up.
Oh dear. That shows
I wish
like
I would have.
And I'm broadcasting your man, Dr. William Pierce. He's
got a coloured nose.
Jews, 70s.
No, but Lou's really drunk, though. You know,
Yeah.
you shouldn't be doing a show, man. That's fucking boring. Now,
He was really drunk, like.
Yeah.
all
he
those
said that.
fucking guys at Renegade, man, I don't even know when to post or not to post.
I honestly didn't hear him because I was just finished with the Celtic Rebel there, and I was making sure lining up tunes and a couple of podcasts, you know, taking care of the radio here. So I wasn't listening to it. I joined the chat all right, but so he was pissed. I seen the chat's going, "You're drunk."
Hey, I'll call Dave, both Dave in California and Dave in Florida. Scorpio and Mami.
Yeah, get the pair of them on there, man.
Yeah.
I wasn't talking to Mammy last night, but I was texting. We were texting back and forth.
Well,
A bit of crack.
Well, I'll try and see what's going on with Mami first.
Yeah, like when I was on that was it Occult Domination 3 show, I sort of got a bit bored, and so I just started saying random stuff. But that's sort of like weird thing I do sometimes. I was just like getting annoyed because he wasn't saying anything back, and I was like, what the hell? He's not saying anything back because he knows I'm recording everything, and so I'm just going to like say how I like. But yeah, that's fair enough. But you should play along with it and like speak back to me. Because, I mean, I could just stick it all on at the end. I could stick on a half an hour of me just going blah, 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 stuff that nobody else understands. That's basically what I ended up doing. And I was pissed as a fart and whatever,
The wine can bring it out in the soul.
Yeah. I blame the spirits. I'm bad though, because like even when I'm pissed, I still come out with that double entendres and the hidden meanings, and all this sort of stuff, and it really annoys people because like people go out with their piss and they're just silly. I'm putting out like deep level secrets and stuff when I go out, and it's like, well, how does he manage to do that? Well, it's because I'm not you.
Hey man, that guy's a social chemtrail.
Yeah.
They're just
you know what's funny? Grism and
John.
Emmy, Dave. He said about Maggot a couple of things that I think are funny, and I wish I can get it. I hope I can
get him on. And you know what we could do at a click?
I'm trying.
Yeah,
but
we could go live. We could go live radio.
You fucking mad, man.
Yeah. I know, seriously though. Maggot, man, John, right? The stuff you talk about is relevant, as you know. Of course it is. And that's what I was saying to you. I wasn't. Hang on.
Oh, right, okay, yeah, I was trying to catch the rest of the conversation. Yeah, I know. It is.
I'm serious, man.
I heard John. I heard John on an interview, and he sounded so not schizophrenic. And then you go in the chat, and then you see all the comic books and all the fucking...
Man, chat is fucking open season. Any chat is open season. You just free flow and put in whatever you want to do.
That's it, yeah. I mean, the chat is like my toilet. It's one of my toilets, just like crap in there. And it's like, if you can't figure out what my scat logic is, then, well, never mind, really.
It's diarrhea.
Yeah. In psychology, you have to do these sort of things, like where you just like speak what you're thinking, sort of thing. I only study it in a freelance sort of way, but yeah, you got.
Do you think? I kind of think you do. Do you think you have a show in you that you would turn up every week and actually
back? Dolphin Dave.
Show.
I did it before, but I'm not so interested in doing it at the moment.
I was leaving a fucking message on his.
You got two conversations going on,
and he came in. Dolphin Dave just. What the fuck? Where is he? Oh yeah, there he is. Okay, Dolphin. Get Dolphin. Drag Dolphin Dave.
I would love to get Scorpio for going. What the fuck? I'd love to capture that little bit and put it in like in the jingle. Just go. What the fuck?
Check out my face.
Once we get Dolphin,
spill a glass of wine on your keyboard.
Yeah.
We get Dave on. I'll try again, Manny, because he went to his box too. Usually he answers. Dave rarely. Dave always answers, so I'll try back again. But are you there, man? Dave, what?
I'm here.
Fucking drag Dragon Dolphin Dave.
Dolphin Dave on, is he? Okay. No.
Yeah, he is. Wake the fuck up.
No. What do you mean? Yeah, fuck's sake, man. Where's Dolphin Dave gone?
He's still there. He just sent me 2 fucking messages there.
Yeah, well, remind me to get Dolphin Dave now and give him a little black star beside him. It's like fucking Juden. I was listening to this Scorpio guy there the other day. He does a pretty good show, you know.
Oh yeah, I've heard some of his stuff.
We got to sort out his fucking level stuff when his music comes on, because the music goes very weird, very low.
I've been telling him that for a year and a half now.
Man, I honestly, all right, I'm only joking with you, Dave, but seriously, I thought that you were doing that on purpose.
Who's Dave? No, there's no Dave here.
Dolphin Dave.
He's playing with the Dolphins.
Are you there?
Yeah, but he's not there.
No, he's got a little like traffic
No,
light.
he said he's going to make himself a drink. He's coming back.
Okay.
He wrote that to me, so.
So why are you telling me it's urgent to drag him into the call right now?
Because I hadn't read the message yet. Yeah, when I said that, he hadn't even sent me that message.
And I wasted a pretty good greeting there, which tried to get him into the whole thing of the music yoke. Because I think we can help him with that, you know. So
you were thinking of like having me do a Maggot show or something for like Awake Radio? Is that what you were getting at? Because it cut off a bit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
because Maggotaur just to spare all the pensioners that are on that radio station. You wouldn't believe it. You wouldn't
really. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's quite interesting. Because I mean, my show, like my head is fairly wacko, but it's not. I'm not actually sort of like really mad, but I might seem like that way. But it sort of like requires a sort of mature mind. That's true.
That's the kind of stuff you can open up with.
I'm not actually mad, but.
Yeah.
That's the kind of way it sounds like.
Yeah. You know what I mean. I mean, you know me well, but maybe to people initially, I go so like deep into sort of the occult aspects. Say, like when I'm doing the news, I'll go through all these sort of Masonic names and like decode all the names and stuff, and like I knew this was coming up and all this sort of thing. And it's not. I'm not reading off a script. I'm just literally reading it out loud and thinking out loud.
I've got a friend who
you
does
cut
this.
The Jews out where it's warranted, when you see.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well then, that's cool.
Dave just dropped out, and now Maggot is frozen.
No, listen, Dave can rejoin now because, as you said,
I know he can. I know he can. But Maggot
joined. Yeah.
But Maggot,
he's frozen. Yeah, your video is frozen.
Can you unplug your USB cam port?
You don't even have to do that. Just go to Skype and click on the video camera and put the red line on it and then bring it back on. There you go. We're getting...
Yeah, you got it.
There you go.
So what did you do?
I just clicked on the turn off video thing.
Okay.
Oh man, you don't have to plug out your USB.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but I do it though.
Yeah, but I mean, the Maggot is also the Mad God as well, so I do play on that quite a bit. I mean, I know all the memes about my name, Maggot.
Did you say
Maggot?
Magog?
Yeah,
Magog?
Magog. Yeah, Magog. Yeah. It's like such an old word. It's just ridiculous. I mean, it's like I could do like a whole show in itself, just explain like how Maggot like relates to everything, like even Magus and stuff like that.
There's a 20-minute drive here from Sherbrooke. I'm like an hour and a half from Montreal. There's a city called Magog here, like 20 minutes.
Yeah. From the locations.
Yeah. You froze again. What the fuck's going on?
Am I froze?
What? Yeah, you froze again, Maggot.
Yeah, you
So
froze with your beer in.
in your,
Why?
if you are actually going fishing, you can take a handful of maggots and throw them into the water. That is scary, but that's another maggot. That's the only other maggot that I know, man. You know, when I see maggot, I think of maggot. You know, as in pupae or baby insect. You know,
Mm-hmm.
people relate to worms and things, but like, I know a maggot is not a worm, but like you know.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, in
So
the
that's
natural order, you got the maggot can either be, I think ants like have grow out of maggots or something.
yeah,
They have this thing that
all,
looks like a maggot,
all
a pupae.
yeah,
Yeah,
insects basically start off as maggots, like flies and things.
yeah,
But
and wasps as well.
Oh,
yeah, any insect basically.
Mm-hmm.
But
that's so rare, man. He must be in the shower with his.
but that's the thing, you see. Uh, but you've said you know I know some of that you're alluding to. You know the different interpretations of it. You know,
Mm.
but to an ordinary commoner garden Irish guy, when you see the word maggot, you go,
Mm.
why would you call yourself maggot? Kind of, you know,
Just,
maggot.
come on, leave him alone,
I'm
man.
not, no, I'm not trying to be weird. Fucking hell, man. I'm not picking.
Oh, like,
Picking.
come on, maggot. He chose maggot, man. Just
Yeah, I'm just trying. Look, people have asked me why I chose that.
why is Zapoper? Why DelCruix? What the fuck?
Yeah, that's just a question I would ask somebody. I've been asked why DelCruix, and I'm quite happy to. I'm sorry, man. I was just trying to get a conversation here. I know, but forget about it.
Yeah, I know. I'm just
I'm
being
being
like,
bullied by a French Canadian who's
yeah. I don't.
Paul,
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Paul,
Yeah, I'm sorry.
go down
I'm
into
sorry.
the camera thing.
Yeah, you got the
I'm,
frozen camera now.
You're frozen, bastard.
Mm. Yeah,
I'm the one that's frozen now.
yeah.
You wouldn't think it with the amount of heat.
No, it's funny. It is one of those words. It's like has sort of like quite a lot of meaning to different people. But
Jesus,
yeah,
fuck. I don't even know how to bring it back. Oh, it takes a little time there. Okay.
That's the thing, man. I'm just being a human being asking another human being through this word thing called.
one of my favorite definitions for maggot is basically something that's in change. You know, like you've got Morpheus in the Matrix, and so a maggot, yeah, you don't know what it's going to be. So I was like, that's why I called myself when I was on the internet. I've been on the internet since the internet started, so I thought, you know, I can't call myself Vampire Lord 666 because that gets really boring and pretentious after a while. And so I'll give myself a name that nobody else wants. And it's like, well, what's the most stupid, weak thing? Well, what Jesus said when he came back, he'd return as like the most weak and feeble thing that crawled on the face of the earth. And I was like, I already pretty much knew that was going to be a maggot. You know, it's either a maggot or a grub. So I'll go, oh, okay, I'll be maggot. Start off humble.
Maggot is cheap.
You know, it's kind of similar for myself with the Zapoper, but the thing was, I didn't care if it meant something. I just wanted it to be unique.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
then,
exactly.
But then, come to find out that some fucking Asian dude thought of the same fucking name for some unknown reason.
Yeah, yeah.
And there's a guy in Asia, and he's on Twitter. I don't give a shit. Twitter.
Zapoper's on Twitter. Oh my God.
No, I just created an account and I never used it, but I had to create Zapoper 2 or Zapoper 1, something like that, because I realized that guy, and then I did a Google search and found out every time it's not me, it's some guy with some Chinese writing, you know, he's in Asia.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's pretty good, man. Going from
Yeah.
Zapoper, you maggot bollocks.
Yeah, yeah.
DelCruix was basically from an 80s comedy show. That's all. When I ended up going on the internet for the first time and they're asking for avatars and whatever, you're not going to give you a real name. Although they're probably trying to bring that in by gunpoint within the next couple of years. Listen to Jeff Rents and all that shit. But as we are, free and easy people, I just went DelCruix, right? And it just seemed to nobody else ever. There's no other DelCruix out there except some French painter from the 80s. So when I used to Google DelCruix, right, you'd have the French painter from the 80s, and then you'd have a couple of references from, DelCruix show on TNS from way back, right? It's probably the same now. I've never tried it, but the thing is, I even managed to get it on Chitango, for God's sake, So,
what's so funny about Maggot is if you have a discussion with him, if you listen to some of his audios that he made with, some, and then you look at the fucking chat. Everybody thinks I understand why you got banned there at they even banned me one night for maybe an hour or so, I don't know, but the next day I was unbanned. But just because I said this is fucking boring or something like that.
Yeah.
And then Kyle banned me, and then I came back, and he said, "Yeah, you're banned." And I kept talking in the chat, and I would see myself talk, so I didn't think I was banned.
And then he did a refresh and found out all your messages had been gone. I'd say, yeah, that happened to me. I always thought I wasn't banned, and I did a refresh, and I found who deleted all my messages.
It was the first time. In our chat at Mami, I deleted all your messages one night.
Oh no!
Bless me, Father, for I have sinned.
No, but I told you guys you were with another guy that was hanging with you, and you both were fucking annoying, and you were fucking annoying to me too. Then. And then I went in, I talked to you guys, and I said, you guys are blah, blah, blah. I said, I'm fucking, you guys are fucking annoying, blah, blah, blah. And then finally I did it, but I didn't ban anyone. I just deleted the whole fucking thing. And then, whatever, came in and said, yay! Because he was sick of you guys doing that shit. You were like doing a duo, like me and Blow, sometimes at Cyber Stage when I was like drunk and doing stupid jokes, and Blow is always there to encourage someone who's being a dumbass,
Yeah. I know, but it's all jokes within jokes anyway, because I mean, if it's like somebody like me just dominating the chat room or just taking the piss out of nobody else actually doing anything, because this is this place like Cyberstage is like one last resort for like humanity and all that crap, if you want to really believe that shit. And so what the hell, you later Maggot dominate the whole of humanity, It's just like, I obviously shut up if somebody says something interesting, and
it's just annoying. It's like when Lindsay comes in, we were having discussion earlier, like at the end of the afternoon my time. And then Lindsay came in, you were there. Lindsay came in and he fucking takes the whole fucking chat.
Yeah.
This
is Lindsay narrates, not that troll that imitates him.
Yeah, no.
The Lindsay transfer.
The real fag.
Yeah.
Is he the guy who did the fucking protocols? The translator. Is that?
Yeah. And he's so proud. and it's getting, annoying. It's kind of
Yeah.
sometimes he's like a woman. He's weird. He's like a woman.
You sure he knows he's not just a Jew?
He's probably one of them too.
Yeah, I was sort of thinking. He whines like a woman. He reads from the protocols. Yeah.
He's a Jewish woman.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yes. A Jew.
Hey,
He's a
shalom. Leave me alone.
He's a Jewish American princess.
Yeah. Just trying to get back into his Jewish lodge or something.
And then when he has that thing going on,
Man. The shite.
I'm so insulted. I'll never come back. I'm sick of.
You're a bunch of anti-Semites already.
I'm so sorry. Can I donate to the Holocaust projection fund?
Yeah, Maggot.
I'm shaking.
Maggot froze again. Man, my line is clean. Are you still streaming DelCruix?
Yeah, he's looking at his lampshade, man.
No, are you? Yeah, but are you still streaming DelCruix?
Yes, I am.
Oh, that might not help.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
It doesn't stop any shows, All it
Maggot,
is
is your Mutara on, Maggot?
just needs to refresh his video, man, because
Yeah, I'm not uploading anything. I'll be back in 2 minutes anyway.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
that's crime. Zap, you frozen as well, man.
No?
I'll knock this off. I just have to make sure that I can knock it off at the time.
What the fuck is Dolphin Dave?
Well, he can join the call any time because I dragged
No,
him.
he was
Bryce
supposed
are in as well. Bryce.
get a drink and he's not coming back, man.
Yeah, where's the round table at the fucking
So
cook?
now he's green again. He was yellow just a second ago. Maybe he's coming back. Oh, there he is.
Well, he might pop back in. Anyway, I've got to go into the.
Jeez, he called me instead of calling you, man. If I answer, the whole thing is gonna drop.
No, what you do is reject the call and send him a text. Join the call with Del and Maggot and yourself. And
I say decline and oh fuck.
yeah, I've got to type into. I'm doing a radio procedure here. If you want me to turn off the radio, I've got to do this in the host room to give anybody else a chance that wants it, or just put on the fucking auto DJ.
Ah, he's calling me on the phone now.
Well, answer, man.
Yeah.
Talk to you in a minute. I need to do this anyway.
What the fuck, man?
I don't know, man. Your video's back.
Yeah, I was gonna turn off your. The thing is, DelCruix has the big line. He pays every month, eh? So we're on video call with Maggot DelCruix. I'm trying to get Mami, but it goes to his box, and that's unusual. Yeah, he might be on the Mami might be in the shower or something because he always answers my calls, Yeah. Have you ever no. Just a minute. Just a minute.
Oh.
There he is. How's it going, man?
Yeah, I'm alright. Yeah.
Good, man. I'm just trying to fucking turn off this broadcasting thing and hand it over to. Gonna put it onto Auto DJ, which they'll pay for as well. For fuck's sake.
Mhm.
You know? And I'm basically broke. You know? Window cleaner and fucking painter decorator. That's what I've been reduced to in all this research shit. You know, but still, I get to subsidize all the guys that sit on their arses at home and do nothing and go, oh, it's the Illuminati. Yeah, right. Clean some of their windows. Yeah, they're fucking weirdos, but yeah.
You illuminated their windows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello?
How's it going, man? How you?
Who's this? Oh,
It's Del being dragged in with you and Zap.
Yeah, I just plugged my microphone. Can anybody hear me?
I can
hear you.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Okay.
Good
Well,
monthly broadcast, by the way, man. Good laugh.
Oh, yeah. Good. All right. Yeah. Buy a P2 for 2000.
Yeah, well, I love the Peter 2000, but I used to think you put the music down low as part of your show. Is it? Or do you want help actually?
I could use help, actually, but yeah. I can't seem to turn up the music any louder in
Yeah, I have a solution for you, and it's just quite simple, you know. I'll talk to you about it when I'm fucking sober. But seriously, man, no, seriously, it doesn't take from your podcast. You know, I listen to it, you know, and oh, weird.
I was the first to complain about it. Remember, like a year and a half ago?
Zapopers complained about it a long time ago.
Yeah, well, I could literally sort you out very quick, and you could go and remaster. Isn't that real juice?
Yeah, but you know what, Daikwa? He's on Mac.
Yeah, see, that's the problem.
Oh, that's probably why.
Yeah,
That's the problem,
I wanted to help him too, and I did my best. I looked into Mac and checked out the thing, but no, didn't work. I sent him a PM about it, but no.
Yeah, I tried it, but you know, it's just.
Yeah.
But the music's not loud enough, in other words.
Yeah.
Well, you know, it sounds like it sounds like you're playing
radio or a little
a 33 you know, the old vinyl in your microphone, you know, like you've got a turn.
How did you know I was using a 33 RPM vinyl record player?
Because
that's what they have left in Canada.
But really, that's what it sounds like, though.
Yeah, I can believe that.
Well, when you listen back to it, I guess you can.
That was a sad violin.
Yeah, but it's really loud when you do that.
I hope so.
Where the fuck is Maggot?
Nothing, man. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to close this.
Maggot is not only frozen, but he just said, "I'm here."
I'm here. Yeah, I'm still here.
Yeah.
Shiny lights in front of me. I know, it's weird. I don't know how that's happening. All the lights behind me, and yet can you see it? Like they're in front of me on that camera.
Well, no, I can't see you because you're frozen again. But
okay, I will sort that out. I think.
I'm trying to get Dave. I'm trying to get Mami, and it's kind of strange. He always answers, you know.
Uh huh.
He always answers me when I call him. But
He's obviously incapacitated at the moment, or whatever you call it. You might be out doing shopping or something, you know.
not at this time, I guess. Unless he's at Walmart.
Fuck, it's 2:20 here, so
No,
five
no,
hours behind.
No, it's even past. They closed 23 minutes ago.
At 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
All right, I didn't know that, man.
Hey, Maggot, explain
Yeah.
today how not crazy you are, as opposed to when you're in the fucking chat doing your doing your crazy thing about the comic books.
The people obsess about that comic book thing, don't they? It's like I've suddenly like that's become my thing. Maggot is the comic
slowly,
man.
Talk
Yeah.
slowly. He's in California, man.
Oh, they're a bit brain damaged from all the weed.
What, you are? Oh, wow.
Oh yeah. No.
No, but people obsess because I say when I say that. Nah, just take it easy, man. Take another sip. Yeah, no, it's true. Some people talk really fast, especially
Rex take another fucking horn on his head.
what?
Can Fred or Rex take another horn on his head?
What the hell? That sounded like the guy in the guard.
I'm sorry, I've been talking to the Celtic Rebel for the past 2.5 hours, you know.
Guard.
Who's my rebels.
Oh yeah, Dave, you gotta listen to that. I posted it at Grism.
Yeah, I'm going to download it and upload it as my podcast.
What did you say?
That was a joke. I said, you know the way we have an ongoing joke that you have the bloody podcast up before it's finished, before I'm sure.
Yeah.
I said I was going to download it and re-upload it as DelCruix podcast. You know?
Yeah, well, that's what Bryzer did one last time. Last time I posted it in the chat and he said, "Thanks, I'm gonna." And he used my
lazy fecker.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck
quality. It's quality work, man. It's quality.
I don't know what the fuck you guys are using, but it doesn't take. It's not that long for me to do that.
It's called laziness, man. You do the show and then you turn off the feckin' yoke and you might play a few tunes afterwards and then you end up on Skype with friends. And the last thing you want to do is
of course.
put it up.
Yeah.
That's what happens. So you literally end up doing it the next day.
And there's a bandwidth problem too with getting on Skype and doing it afterwards, but still.
I've stopped broadcasting, by the way, so it should be a lot more stable now. Maggot is not pausing. Dolphin Dave is still in a pixelated blue form.
It's 71 megabytes, man. I took it as 64K and just uploaded it as is.
Yeah, well, what I do when I'm making a podcast is it records it at, the silly.
That was more than 2 hours.
It was, and I wouldn't mind, right? I broke down. I had to uninstall Sam, reinstall it, reconfigure it, load back in everything that was in it, and it took over an hour. And this was like, about a half an hour before I asked Celtic Rebel. I said, "Hey, man, any chance you're coming on for the chat tonight?" Cause
I got a gripe with you, man. You never asked Celtic Rebel why he's such a fag.
I have a gripe with how many times?
Ask him about his sordid past.
Yeah, I have a gripe, right? Zap. I've only one gripe with you, right? I could have had millions, but like
only one.
I make excuses. There you go. But I have one gripe with you. I asked you to come on the show a couple of times just to give me give my listeners even the fucking point of view from
time of day
idiot. As a guy who was doing brilliant work on Mami's
brilliant work. Come on. I'm just fucking taking
Record
shit from other people and removing the fucking
ruin the ads and
yeah. So come on.
But in our conversations, you've got a point of view, and you talk about stuff apart from fucking recording shit and editing it. So, fuck you, right? You've got
but still, I'm
trying to get stories of all the people that I ever met, because we met through the likes of fucking Consent and all that Cyber Stage and all that stuff. It evolved into even Mami, right? Dave Grissom. He agreed in principle to come on some night and just talk, just actually, because I think it's all valid. I honestly do. It's all valid. Everything that we say is fucking valid.
Mm-hmm.
What was your name on Cyber Sage there?
Yeah, but man, I'm not trying to sell Berkey shit. I just want to share information with people.
Whose name was what on Cyber Sage, Dave?
Who?
No, you said you were on DelCruix. You said you were on Cyber Sage. What was your name on there?
It's still
DelCruix.
Oh, okay. I just never saw you on there.
I've always been there, man. And Consent. Anytime you see, I know Consent are a bit more yeti and all that shit, right? But anytime I download anything from Consent, I leave it fucking seeding for at least a month, just so that Yeti gone, or But everybody, when Mami shit appeared, well, why would you be doing that unless just to help other people that just can't handle direct downloads? They want to peer-to-peer. No, I've always been there for the past 3 or 4 years, Dave. Just DelCruix,
Yeah, okay. That's cool.
Come on, Maggot, explain to Dave why you're such a fucking moron in the chats and why you're so brilliant in real life.
I thought it was the same difference myself. I don't really bother to explain myself much in the chats. If I do like live talks, obviously I do explain myself. But I mean, I'm just posting linkage. I mean, it must be fairly obvious the stuff I'm doing. And
it's because it looks like moronic to us, because of the comic books. But I know that there are.
You have negative associations to do with comic books. But the whole reason for the comic books being introduced is it was like done as a way for Jews to communicate to each other, and so they obviously couldn't speak in Yiddish directly, about their occult rituals and stuff. So they had to use the comics. If you want to study the history of comic books, you'll find it's all Jewish.
Speak a little faster.
Are you really Tim Refat in real life or what?
Yeah. and the way to defeat those Jews is Cobalt 60.
Cobalt 60, yeah. We're gonna get him.
It's my
duty. I
can't do the Tim Refat accent. I can imagine what he says, but I can't do his voice.
So why are the Jews looking at Japanese comics, And why the fuck has Tim Refat still in his bedroom surrounded by lead-lined walls?
Hey, for many months, I haven't heard anything. I've been posting rents for ages now, and it's been like months since I listened to something. Now I listened to the last Refat, and then all of a sudden I realized that he did you listen to it, Maggot, the last Refat?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Did you notice that he didn't, he started to make a distinction between the small Jews and then it was the Zionist Jews. And before it was all scum, fucking Jew, blah, blah, And now all of a sudden the rent handlers or whoever, someone told him, if you want to still be on rents, you gotta say this, and this
Yeah.
is how you say.
Yeah. I was in a conversation with some guy called Louis B, and we're just basically talking all Jew talk.
Lenny B.
No, not Lenny B. Lenny B's one of my contacts. Yeah. Another guy called Louis B. I didn't record the phone call, but it was all basically Jew talk, and it was like we're talking about how like ignorant people are about the Jews, and they don't.
Yeah, Louis B. Yeah.
Louis B. Got shot. Yeah.
It wasn't a fucking conspiracy, lads. See, what happened there was Cobalt 60 came into the equation. So, like, obviously Cobalt 60 makes a distinction between Joe Jew and Elite Jew.
Yeah. It had nothing to do with me saying to like this guy was basically like people like they put Jews in all the same bracket. And the thing is, you know, they call themselves the tribe, but the thing is, there's the clans within the tribe, and you've got all the different Jewish clans. You've got the like the Sabbatean Jews, you've got the Ashkenazi Jews, and you've got all the other Jews. And what we were saying, like in a private conversation, was like how these people don't understand, like how the war between the Palestinians and the Israelis is a war between two different clans of Jews. You know, there's lots of Palestinian Jews, and you won't hear that on your mainstream or your alternative media. And so I think Tim Refat is going on to that whole sort of like he'll be going on to like good Jews and bad Jews sort of thing. You know, it's like how do you interpret this, because like those guys already know about it sort of thing.
Right.
But he was always bashing Jews like vermin of the earth and all Jews, not doing any distinctions between them. And now all of a sudden it's, the little Jew in the street is not bad, but the big Zionist Jews.
The evil Nazi Jews, the satanic Jews and all this sort of crap.
Come on, you know, like you know that Rentz told them, or Rentz handlers told them, you're not gonna get on the show if you keep that up. You know? It's obvious.
Yeah. The big maggot on the street won't let you talk much more if you carry on like bashing every single Jew on the whole planet. But I mean, what I'm saying is right. I mean, it is a war between different clans within the tribe, and because they are all one tribe, you know, they got their differences. Like the Sabbatean Jews say don't work on the Sabbath, which is a Saturday, but sort of like they are all connected by their Jewishness. You know, they that's why they don't really grass each other up that much, and so it's another angle. It's not that difficult to find Jewish ancestry in anybody who works in the media, you know. So like any host or a show controller, you know, and they'll say, oh, you've got Jewish ancestry, you know, like your third grandmother, twice removed, whatever, was like a Ashkenazi Jew or whatever. So you know, you've got to like sort of toe the line slightly on this one, and you know, it's not, you know, what you said then was all right, but what you want to say now is what's going to keep you on air, because you know you don't really want to mess with such and such a family or whatever.
Yeah, but on the other hand, on the other hand, he says that he's being attacked. You know, he's been attacked for so many years with all the vans in front of his house. So why the fuck would they, instead, I mean, don't give me that, you know, I'm talking about, I'm talking like if I were talking to Tim Refat right now. Don't give me that bullshit that they can kill you tomorrow if they want to.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I mean, like, from his own perspective, and sort of like from what I was saying, you'd have to conclude that he's obviously a Jew himself, or, you know, from one of these minor tribes or whatever, and like, oh, sorry to bring this up to you, but you know, actually your mother was a Jew and she never told you, sort of thing. I mean, because people make all these assumptions. They think, oh, if you're a Jew, you've got to go around carrying like a 6 foot tall St. David's star or something like that. But a lot of people who are Jews don't actually know it, but they've got it from their ancestry. And this is one of my little theories of mine, is that there's a thing called the hidden Jews, where basically it's orphans, yeah, and they, sort of basically the Queen will know that you got Jewish ancestry, but you'll be brought up as an orphan, and they'll be like sort of like your. I suppose they'll be probably like you might be your elite Jews or something, because the Jews have a big thing about suffering, because they whine about this thing called the Holocaust and all that sort of stuff. I'm sort of like doing Timmy fatisms there, but yeah, it could all be connected to that. I mean, I don't really know, but I'm just thinking there must be like some sort of like hidden Jewish agenda going on, because like, so much of the truth movement is giving hints to people. There's like the Masonic
fucking
kids.
Truth movement is fucking Jew.
Yeah, it's a Juice movement. Yeah.
Is there still on? Hey, Dave.
Yours still is on, but DelCruix is like showing us his bed or something. I don't know why.
Yeah, you went to the WC, but what the fuck is? Hey, Dave.
I'm here.
Went to the WTC. Yeah.
Where the hell were you? Asleep?
Oh no! Yeah, almost. No, this is gonna all go over my head. I'll tell you. This is fascinating.
What?
Fascinating. Yeah.
Fascinating.
Fascinating actually like means obsession with a fascist, pretty much. It's like you got fasci and then nating.
Well, like I told you, you can hang up whenever you want, man. I'll try and get Mami on once again. I don't know what's. He always tells me, he does.
Oh, I suppose you wanted to know about how the King Arthur was a Jew thing as well. I mean, do you want me to tell you that? I can do that. I mean, I figured it out. Thought it was fairly obvious. Jesus had 12 apostles, and the 12 apostles that represent the 12 tribes of Israel, basically the 12 tribes of Jewishness. And King Arthur had 12 Knights of the Round Table, making him the 13th, but it makes him a witch and all these sort of things. But basically, he was uniting the tribes of Israel, and sort of like creating a new Jerusalem and all that sort of thing. That was a connection anyway with King Arthur. So basically King Arthur would be like a British Israelite.
You know that King Arthur was fictional, right?
Yeah, I've never met him. I never found any proof that he's real, but I'm saying as a story character, I mean he's a Jewish character,
You don't know?
I don't know for sure. No, it's conjecture.
Hey, I called you a couple of times. Yeah, must have been in the shower with your loved one.
You should have brought the camera. For fuck's sake, so selfish.
Oh, I'm with Dave in California and Maggot and DelCruix.
No, I just think it's quite convenient with the 12 Knights of the Round Table, and you've got the 12 Apostles, and then you've got NATO as well, which is like the Round Table again. They all meet at the Round Table.
Oh, well, if it doesn't seem like it's a good time, I don't know. Do that or not do that, and then join us if you want. Okay, bye.
Oh, your video's frozen. That's why I was wondering.
What? What did you say?
Your video's frozen. I was wondering why you're talking so much about moving your mouth.
Okay, cool. Okay, well, please just say just come in and say you're tired and and go away. It's just the that we don't have to call each other again, or just to know what's going on. Yeah, bring on your Skype and DelCruix when he comes back from the WC water closet.
Mhm.
He'll drag you in. Otherwise, I'm pretty sure he didn't fall asleep on the throne there. So, okay, bye.
Yeah, I mean, the truth movement's just weird, man. It's just like really pathetic, you know. It's just like it's full of like these really obvious flaws in like your sort of like your basic thinking, and like people are like, oh, it's all Satan, man. He's like out to kill us all sorts of things. And I was in the chat room of DelCruix, what's his face, Awake Radio. I was in there, and I was like, I wasn't wanting to say like what the actual word Satan means, because people must have known it for thousands of years. But I'm there like saying, oh, the Hebrew word for Satan means adversary. And so the whole sort of like satanic movement, if you look on the surface of it, is bogus, because they all believe in Satan as an actual person, and like he believes in this and doesn't believe in that, and they're all into like child abuse and all that sort of thing. And it's like, no, that's like, if you're into child abuse, you're actually like sort of giving into the Catholic Church, which is like the establishment, whereas Satan's the adversarial of it. But it's something that seems to be so simple that most people don't get don't grasp it. Is everybody gone to sleep? I sent you all to sleep. I sang you a lullaby.
Okay, so I called. What happened is my VoIP phone. I called Dave. He's gonna brew a pot of coffee. And he's gonna come in the chat. Browser doesn't work. Hey, DelCruix, did DelCruix come back?
Yeah, I'm here, man. I'm just trying to get my camera sorted out.
Okay, and Dave?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, good. Okay, so that's it. Like, Mami's gonna come in about 5, I guess. He's brewing a pot of coffee. He was kind of, yeah.
Cool.
So I gotta go take a leak anyway.
Oh well, I might as well continue on with the whole Satan thing. Yeah, I mean, like Satan, like comes from Satan is the same Hebrew word for adversary, and because it's like Hebrew, that means Satan's a Jew, and people don't often mention that. In fact, nobody ever mentions that. But it's like, it's not actually a person. It's more like I said in the chat, Satan's the communism is a Satan for capitalism. Heterosexuality is the Satan for homosexuality. It's one versus the other. It's like when you find out something in society and you know it, and then you think, I want to do the opposite of that. I want to be the inverse of that. Like, if you find out that society is basically selfish and you want to be a selfless person, then if you're living that selfless person's life in a selfish society, you're the Satan of that society. And so it really has nothing to do with wearing black and
that sounds
sex
like
animal and all that stuff.
that,
Unless it's adversarial to society.
Maggot, that sounds like a weird way of getting out of the closet. Like, you're just saying that you're gay. Is that it?
No, I'm saying like the best thing in a society that's like basically gay at the end of the day is being straight. If you want to be the enemy of society, you've got to be straight, because society is leaning towards gay.
Yeah,
and so
that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah. I can understand how somebody would say that, but I just see you've been totally programmed into saying that as a reaction response.
I'm not programmed. I'm fucking doing a joke.
Oh yeah, you're programmed, buddy. You're programmed.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying if I was to hear that of somebody, I would just assume they've been programmed to say that. It's just like. I mean, I know you're doing it as a joke, but I mean, because that's why maggot sounds like faggot. It's not. None of this stuff's really that new.
You said it. I didn't even.
True, but some things are classic in the world. I mean,
I have 3 children and 2 grandchildren, and I'm an enemy of the state because they're all a bunch of bent bastards, and I am straight.
Yeah, I know. It's just like in England, it's just so really difficult to be straight.
Gay is the new normal.
I know.
Well, the way to look at it, if you want to suck a dick, go ahead. Just I don't want to hear about it. That's all.
Yeah.
We talked about it.
That's fine in theory, but unfortunately, in practice in society, all the guys who want to suck your dick, all the gay guys will do stuff to get women out your way, and they'll try and make you believe that you're gay, and try and make other people believe that you're gay, and they'll just pervert and bend anybody and anyone else in the way.
Talking about that people thinking that you're gay. I got a funny little one. I was about 22 years old, and some guy was telling everyone that I was gay.
Mm-hmm.
At one point, his girlfriend started sitting on me, and it was over between them and all that shit. So about a month later, I'm with her, and he, and the guy
he's saying that gay bastard Rob's girlfriend.
He's in the gay dustbin, all gays pick up the other gays.
I didn't do anything. The fucking girls decide which men they want to be with.
Yeah.
You don't steal a girlfriend.
Yeah.
They have to want you. It's kind of. I mean.
Unless you rape them, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I mean, the women decide,
Mm-hmm.
But the funny thing is, he was talking shit about me being gay for a while.
So much
there.
for that theory.
Well, there's a saying over here: when you steal somebody's girlfriend, you wiped his eye.
Yeah. Well, I think that's all bollocks, like you would say over there.
Bollocks.
It's just as legitimate as over there.
Because you can't steal a girlfriend. They have to want you.
When you woo a girlfriend away from somebody else, you're being
I'm not Tarzan bringing her to the jungle or whatever. I mean, the woman, they choose, man. Haven't you noticed? You're fucking 48 years old or something, or 50.
You wiped his eye.
You
All right.
notice that women choose men and not vice versa?
You wiped his eye.
No, I agree with Zapoper on that, but I mean, thing is, DelCruix also right, but it's you talk about different sort of like gradings of women. You got strong women, you got weaker women. Weaker women just go for the first guy that shows an interest in them, and stronger women, like, they might have done that sort of thing like in a previous life, is, you know, in inverted commas, but you know, they're not satisfied with that, they're not happy with that, and so they want like a really strong man, and the really strong man is the man that can confront his own homosexuality. Well, no.
What the fuck are you talking?
He's a guy who's sure of his own sexual drive. You know, he's not somebody who's going to feel threatened when he's surrounded by other guys.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I know. Like a guy. What are you talking about? You're losing me here, man.
No, he makes sense.
Oh,
It makes
does he? Explain it to me.
I'm still trying.
When a guy's
What
show
kind of microphone are you using, Dave? You sound like in a beehive or something. like there's no, like, it's only treble and no bass.
I'm in an underground bunker.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
in Texas.
Last time.
You're in Texas with the other dudes.
They've already explained to us that he's on limited bandwidth, and
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that doesn't explain. Anyway, it's not important. I'm sorry.
tried to get him on camera last time. Remember?
Yeah, but I'm just talking about the sound now, because DelCruix Maggot sound okay, but he just sounds like in a beehive or something. Like
A beehive. What does that mean? Like,
Yeah, well, full treble, no bass, you know.
I don't have any adjustment on my thing. I mean, it's just, it is what it is, you know.
Yeah, it's okay. I can hear you. I'm sorry.
Graham, you sound just like the fucking Scorpio's conspiracy hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're
Hey,
up-
I gotta listen. I didn't have time to listen to it. I'm gonna enjoy that tomorrow, man. I'm sure. I like the Scorpio thing.
Spared. No patriotards were spared. Isn't that right, man? I know. You had some good.
I wish I would have listened to it before we got on, though.
Yeah, it's like an audio essay. That's what I would describe your show. It's an audio essay.
It's
yeah,
all.
I guess. Yeah, it's an improv audio essay.
Okay,
Yeah.
an improv audio essay. But,
Yeah.
But what I like is that
well worth listening to, though. You know.
what I like about Scorpio's show is that it's I've got my head on, you know, and it's twisted right, and I'm not gonna say or do crazy things.
What's Skype for, man?
I
Oh,
like
that's
that.
funny.
I like it because it's different from all the fucking, you know, the whole conspiracy shit that we're listening to all the time.
Yeah, it's different. It's different.
Yeah.
Well, it's different in the sense that it's just a guy who says what he thinks from his
Yeah.
point of view, and it's local, and it's realism, you know. It's not like, oh, well, you know, they.
Yeah, I try to talk about things that
MK
are
Ultra.
happening in real life, you know.
Yeah,
It's
that's
from
it.
heart. It's from your point of view.
We hear enough of MK Ultra and all that crap, so I like the real, you know, the real thing, like, that you do, like just telling it how you see it, and from a normal guy's point of view, quote unquote, you know, normal, quote unquote, like.
Is Scorpio normal? Are you?
Not really. I mean,
Well, that's
Maybe.
why I put it on quote unquote,
Yeah, I
because
know what you mean, Zach.
nobody's normal, but
Yeah.
some are a little more down to earth than others.
No, Dave is straight up. That's what you mean, man, really.
Yeah, I can tell that DelCruix is the same way. You're this old school kind of straight up guy. I can tell from your voice.
Yeah, well, I don't try to be. I just do. I just be what I am, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like, I ring the level 3/4 of an hour before I go on air, and then my fucking broadcasting software fucks up to the point where I have to uninstall it, reinstall it, which takes over an hour.
That's the Illuminati going after you, though, buddy.
No, you see, that's the thing. You be listening to stuff, and they go, "Oh, Skype call drops for a minute," and they're going,
I've been hacked.
Illuminati has just attacked us.
Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah.
To stop us from talking.
Hasbrat.
It's just a computer fucked up, or the software.
Cliche, yeah.
It's Tim Refat. He detects a rival magician, so he cuts you off. That's what it is. He's got his like pointy hat on. He's got his he's snorting Cobalt 60. He's listening to like 15 broadcasts at the same time.
That's a good one. Snorting. That's a good one. Snorting Cobalt
60. Yeah.
How the fuck does he ring in to Jeff Rents? You know, once a month or twice a month. How does he do that? Behind his fucking Cobalt adult junkie.
Well, Jeff Rents is
Steel Fortress.
It's a money maker. Jeff Rents is like the underground of the coast to coast.
Yeah,
he's
more mellow than Jones, but at the same time,
of course, yeah.
He traps an audience.
At least they say Zionist and Jews once in a while.
Of course he does. He's got mad hair, a mustache, and he's got the right to marry Lanza.
Yeah, they always have a way to.
Like, how do you do that, you know? Like, I went on a torrent site and downloaded Mario Lanza in spite of Jeff Rents. So, got it now as well. So, like, actually, when it comes around to Christmas and you're playing tunes on the radio, you can't go wrong if you got a bit of fucking Super Mario. Just. Seriously, I've been playing it for the past, you know. Yeah, I got rid of the Christmas stuff. Maybe that's why my Sam died tonight. Just get rid of that Christmas shit, you know. But yeah.
Okay, so
hey, Maggot, you there?
Yeah,
conversation killer.
So, hey, do you think Joe Blow's really in a mental hospital, or do you think this is another game he's playing? What's your opinion?
If it's a game he's playing, it's not really his game. He's like part of a government thing, but I don't know.
Like, you think he's in a mental hospital though?
Literally.
Literally, yes. Physically.
Did he burn it down yet? That's the question.
I don't really know. I'd be like 60-40. 60 is yes and 40 is no.
I've heard of smoking in bed, but I've never heard of smoking when you're asleep. I was in bed and I was smoking when I was asleep. That was his direct translation when Zapoper was talking to him. Remember Zap?
Yeah. I remember, I'm pretty sure that it's true that he was there, you know? That he was in a mental hospital. I'm pretty sure of it.
Well, he's saying he's still there. That's his excuse for not doing anything for like last year, whatever.
Hey, you know what's weird? Dave just talked about that, and I just remembered a dream that I had last night or the night before. And I was seeing Joe Blow escorted by two policemen. And it was in the newspaper that he had burned down. What the fuck?
Man,
Not the Reichstag.
Convicted of smoking while sleeping.
Yeah. Some kind of that's weird.
Well, hey,
you know how you don't remember your.
Yeah, but do you know what it's called? The scientists have it. It's called Ashburner's syndrome. You know, like
Ashburn.
Yeah.
The fucking Ashburner syndrome.
You know, it explains a lot of things knowing that you've been born on your on the on the table there in the middle of the cabin there where you DelCruix.
Yeah, I was born in my granny's bed, would you believe, without the aid of any medical Isaac.
Yeah, it explains a lot.
Well, fuck it, man.
Well, no, I'm joking.
Wow,
that
are you serious? Really? Are you serious?
that was the joke that I did in the chat room, but
Yeah.
nobody
Look,
nobody caught on to it.
my name is Joe, right? As all good Irish Catholics at the time were called, right? But my name is Joseph Patrick, right? If I was late.
No, that's
Due on the 17th of March, and so they called me Joseph Patrick instead of Patrick Joseph, right? I came unexpectedly to the point where my ma was visiting me granny, and I ended up getting born in my granny's bed in a house. They rang the doctor the next day. He came over just to give me the once over, had a look. Said, yeah, he's grand. No vaccinations, and that's me. And that's a lot of people my age around Ireland.
Yeah. Oh.
No?
Well, it's like the last generation that had those kind of experiences, I'd say.
Yeah. Well, apart from people that have fucking sussed it out. You know, I won't say awake because, that's such a cliche. But,
Awake.
people who have sussed things out, man. You know? I won't even bore you with the one cow's milk. Literally, that people that are intolerant to lactose and all that shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. They used to actually there was one cow in 2 Mile House which is about 3 miles away from where I am now, and they used to go and get that milk, and that was the only milk that apparently settled me when I was a baby. Call that weird as well, but that's only stuff that I just thought about in the context of all this crazy stuff that's going on. You're trying to stop, raw milk. Did it do me harm, or did it turn me into some kind of a weirdo that sits up on Skype and?
I'm going to, to renegade and ask if Lou was too drunk. If I should post their show. I mean, he sounded so drunk
I'm still here. I did say I'll be right back. I'm still here though. I know. It's like, well, you shouldn't really be drinking when you're on so much medication as you obviously are, Lou.
Well, you shouldn't be going live on air anyway, unless you want to.
Unless you want to really falling asleep for like 5 hours, drooling onto the mic.
Who's Lou?
Lugish, isn't it?
Who's that?
You loser.
That's on Renegade Broadcasting. He's well in with Kyle and Celtic Rebel and the rest of the band of merry men who left Oracle.
Oh, I see. Oh.
Well, apart from Celtic Rebel, who's still in Oracle, but
I don't think I've ever heard his show.
Yeah, interesting shows, man. I had him on my show tonight for the second time.
Who?
He has some
Luke?
crazy. No, Celtic Rebel.
Oh.
No, Lou. I don't know. Until tonight's Oliver Reed performance, I was going to, ask him on for a chat.
What the fuck? Hey, man, I can't even write Lou in the chat. The word Lou is banned. LUJGH.
Are you sure your IP hasn't been banned?
I'm not fucking around now.
Lou might have spilled the beer into the chat box, maybe.
What the fuck's going on over there? You can say Jew. What the fuck happened?
I don't know, man. I honestly don't have any internet pages open at the moment.
I gotta know that
Like,
shit.
You know, it's good to get away from it, man. Actually, just turn it off and we'll just go home. No, I'm only joking, but seriously, man, that's what I do this hour of the night because I know
These fucking idiots, man.
you guys are 5 hours behind me. Well,
Renegades
apart
are so
from Maggot,
fucking idiots.
same time.
What time is it where you are?
3:05 in the morning, man.
Damn.
Yeah, but
I
he's
haven't even
used
had dinner yet.
Yeah, I had dinner.
You're six.
Oh.
You're shit. You're more than 5 hours past me.
Yeah.
It's only 7 o'clock where I am.
Yeah, there you go. You're even further back.
Yeah.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. So you're 8 hours. So you're on the West Coast or West Coast time anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there you go, man. So you got the whole day ahead of you. Look at you. I've already done a show.
I'm posting that shit, man.
Of wine, eating bloody bread and cheese here as a snack, and talking to a bunch of guys. They're 5 hours behind, apart from yourself, who's the night is only young.
And
What
if he
time is
made
it
a
for you, Zapoper? Are you on East Coast time? Is it
if
10
he made
o'clock?
a fool out of himself, fuck him, man.
5 hours behind.
It's
And
10. It's
I-
10:09. It's a 3 hour. It's a 3 hour difference, as you know.
Okay, so you're on East Coast time. Okay.
And
Well, of
Maggot is
course.
on the same time as me. It's 3:05 in your time zone as well, man, isn't it?
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's right. Yeah. I just got back.
Yeah, I know. You pop back up in front of the camera.
Okay.
So it's a strange collection of people tonight.
Yeah, but where the fuck is Mami? He said he would at least pop up and say, I'm too tired or something, and he
Said he-
hasn't.
Good to go.
Showed up.
Fight. There he is, man. What's up, Del? There you go. We'll drag him in and see what happens. Hang on.
Has he been trying for a while or what?
I don't know, man. I've only seen his thing because I haven't been looking at it,
Hey, Dave, have you been trying for a while now?
No, I just been sitting here waiting on Dell to give me a call, and nobody called, so I
Oh,
sent him a
No.
message.
I'm so sorry.
Oh.
I didn't see your message, man.
Oh, I just sent it.
Oh,
Hey, Mammy, what's up, man? How you doing?
fucking return.
Oh, same old shit, man.
That's encouraging.
I'm sitting here looking at it says here Maggot wants to show video.
Do I?
Shit.
That sounds fairly pornographic.
I wouldn't touch that if I were you.
It's like a cock cam there. It's a cock cam. Don't look.
Funny enough, Dave, Maggot looks relatively normal.
Yeah.
Yeah, apart from the two dicks I got in my forehead.
Yeah, well, haven't turned into a pillar of salt yet, So.
Strangely enough, Lou didn't sound as drunk at the end of the show. I just posted it anyway.
Oh, yeah, that's just really embarrassing. They don't drink. That's just stupid. Okay, if you want to know what the rumour board says in Cheltenham, where I live,
Well,
they,
if you're gonna do a show, you don't drink. Well, if you want to drink, your first beer should be when the show starts, so that you're not fucking dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how he started the show.
Yeah. It's all fake.
That's because he was listening to Dell and the Celtic Rebel for.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. Some people are better off drunk when they're doing the show. Look at Rob Revere.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah,
Unless
that's
he's drunk, he thought he weren't listening to.
yeah. No, but it's kind of true. But I mean, not too drunk. That's what I mean. It has to be in between, you know.
Yeah.
Because when you're too drunk, it's fucking unbearable for everybody. And if you're boring when you're not drunk, then it's unbearable for everybody too.
Yes.
So what the fuck's up with the Renegade? What was all that about?
Oh, that's an old story. Last week, I think.
Oh.
Yeah, that's like a week and a half ago. The thing is, they're not allowed to say Jew anymore. So
Yeah.
Oh, really? Why not?
Yeah.
Because some woman
why not?
messaged the guy like, "We've complained, so please don't mention any more hate speech. You've been warned once, so don't
Oh, I
say it
see.
again." Yeah.
A
Go on
new one.
Wake Radio, man. You can say Jew, Jew, Jew all fucking night if you want.
They've in Florida, a new one.
I'm fucking attached to the bastards.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I like how they advertise
Florida?
uncensored.
Uncensored. Yeah, that's great. Yeah.
So did what's his name quit? Sledge. Did he quit that thing or what?
Sledge, what happened? Sledge, you mean at Oracle?
No,
Wait.
Renegade.
Yeah, he
Renegade.
works Renegade.
No,
Yeah.
Renegade. Last night, what he did, he was doing. It was so awful because if
It was awesome. It was amazing, like 1982.
I didn't know
show.
that. I didn't know that you. If you. Sorry.
It was hilarious the amount of gaffes that he made. It was just,
If you didn't know that he was doing a joke about Blog Talk, then the show was awful, and I thought it was awful, and I said to myself, "Am I gonna post this shit?" You know, and then I went ahead and posted it anyway. Come to find this morning that he was doing that. He was doing rabbi jokes and stupid jokes because not to say the word Jew, but bashing the Jews anyways. So it was really awful, but
I didn't see it as being like bashing the
that
Jew.
he's making fun. That when you know that he's making fun at Blog Talk and all that, then okay. Because I didn't go in the chat room and say, "Hey, funny," I would have been banned again. Because I would have said, "What the Sledge going on about fucking drunk gas and shit," you know. And then Kyle would have been.
Because the whole show was done in the style of like a 1982 show that had been recorded, wasn't it? That he just like picked up the recording of, and he was like, "Oh, this is like coming at you from 1982." Is that the same show?
He didn't. That's what happens with these guys, man. They start joking, and you don't even know when they're joking and when they're not joking, and what's it all about, and all. You have to fucking guess.
No.
So that's what happened last night. Now,
Yeah.
I didn't make
I
didn't make the connection between the fact that last week Blog Talk and even what's his fuckface Fetch, even Fetch made a big deal out of it in one of his the comments there. He did, we're not allowed say anything we want, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. You know what they should do? They should fucking stream it via VLC and have a server and do. There's ways around that. You don't need blog fucking fuck.
No, that's lame. Blaming blog talk. It's like, what the point?
Just need a little player on the site.
Exactly, and have a Sam broadcast.
Stream the fucking thing right there and go around all these fucking Jew shit assholes.
Yeah.
It's stupid.
Yeah. That's what we're doing already on Awake, man. We just have our own bloody software, and which I had to uninstall for the first time in 3 or 4 years.
Exactly. That's what they should do.
Yeah.
You should tell them how to do it, man.
That's what I've been doing. I've already talked to Celtic. I've talked to Kyle. I've talked to actually.
I think
Joe.
I thought you can even do it with VLC.
Yeah, well, if you can, good luck to you. All I know is the Sam one. That's what I can help people. I can give them the software and the fucking crack code, and they can set up themselves.
Yeah.
See, there's no problem there, man.
That's what you should do, man.
Yeah, I've offered, and slots on Awake as well. I've offered them to everybody.
I can't believe that Lou.
As well, man. I don't know if we were talking the last time. It'd be great if you could do your Scorpio show. There's slots there on Awake, man. There's no problem doing it.
Oh, that's a cool offer. Thank you.
Yeah, and with the Sam feckin' broadcaster that I use,
but it would be live though.
Your songs would be totally level with your voice as well. Cool. The only thing is you'd be doing it live, or you could just record something. But
live. I kind of like live. Live's kind of cool, actually. But yeah. Well, I appreciate the offer, though, man. That's very cool.
Yeah, well, no problem, man. It's there.
Cool.
I would rather fill those slots with people that know what's going on, like yourself, like Zapoper. Like
I still don't understand.
Airy fairy people.
Yeah, yeah.
Fucking fact. I still don't understand why at Renegade I type Lou and there's a it's as if I type fuck. There's a little star that bans the word that you said.
What? He's actually did stuff to the Chitango box that makes letters go weird.
No, I'm in the go in the Renegade broadcasting.com chat there.
Yeah, but it's still Chitango based.
Go there and type Lugh, Lugh.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it won't work for me because I'm banned. But
give me a link.
Well, they've got links there. They'll try it. Well, it's simple. It's okay. I'll give it to you, man.
I mean the Chitango link.
No, Renegade Broadcasting.
Oh.
Just a minute, and I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you guys. Paste. There it is.
Sorry, it's Kyle is a geek.
And type LUGG in English. GH.
Yeah.
LUGH.
Oh, it's so pathetic. They posted a picture of some bird like filleting a Stella Artois bottle, and she's got in her other hand a fag. Yeah, it's like Stella fag. Yeah, great.
You see, Scorpio, you get a star. Why the fuck is the word Lou, the name Lou, banned?
I don't know. I've never been on there before, actually, so I don't know.
Lou, this is your mother. I don't want you to I can't Renegade Broadcasting anymore.
It's gonna be something like that. I mean, it's gonna be like, somebody that knows him doesn't want him to talk anymore.
What is LUGH? What's the significance of that?
It's his name, Lou.
Oh.
I just typed in, why is the name Lou? I changed LUEW. Band.
Oh, right, yeah. Yeah, I read it and I thought, oh, who's this guy? He's like so tight, like so spaz. Yeah. Maybe Lou himself is banned. Maybe he's actually been banned from his own sort of network.
Yeah.
It's not impossible.
Like hell.
Because he drinks too much.
Or is it because like Lou is a Jew? Lou is a Jew and his mother does not approve.
Metro Bob, come on. Yeah, I was waiting for an answer from Metro Bob, you know?
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Nobody else. That happens all the time.
Not Kyle,
it's
not
gonna be
Greg, not no one else.
I imagine
Fuck
that.
Oh, Lou. In band. Yes, you are. Yes. Lou. Lola. FL tried it. FL. He's French. Bonsoir again.
Yeah, at least you can type in that chat room. I don't even know how to type.
Yeah, at least now they know. Next. I just thought that was fucking weird, you know? The name of one of the hosts is fucking banned.
Yeah, that's weird. Well, they still haven't told me why I'm banned either. It's like somebody else is like banning people. It's pretty weird. Then they ban Lou the Jew.
Well, I told you why. You're clogging the chats, man.
No, that's not why I was banned. I was allowed on Carl Hunt's Occult Domination 3 show. I dominated that show for like an hour, and then I left, and he was like, "Oh, when's Maggot gonna come back?" And you know, I hope he might come back and say something more.
Lou is always asking me to update my description of the show and blah blah blah, and then he's got some fucking you know, some show notes or whatever, man. Like, fuck off, you know. What the fuck? You think I'm your fucking slave?
Yeah.
Kind of weird.
Strange character.
I'd update it and just delete it. So there you go.
Yeah.
Better.
That's the update. The deletion is the update.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good idea.
Yeah. He's queer as fuck anyway. Who gives a shit?
I'm uploading it anyway, but still.
Okay, I'll delete it then. I'll update it.
No.
I'll put up a pic of a asshole baby instead.
Don't fuck with my thing there.
Yeah, Blau's there. Blau's there. He's blind.
Okay, so I did his little, but he's the only guy who asks me. Well, Siegfried once asked me for to change the picture because he had done one himself. That's okay, but Lou is such a. Oh God. Yeah.
Lose a Jew, lose a Jew, lose a Jew. Do you think I made a 2-word meme out of that? Lose a Jew. He's a loser Jew. You know, you're a Jew, you lose, or you're a loser Jew.
Yeah, but Jews don't lose.
It still doesn't work.
They own both teams.
Well, Lou's a losing Jew. He's not on the winning team. Obviously not, because if he's banning people like the mighty Maggotaur, then he must be a loser.
Usually Jews don't play unless they own both teams.
Exactly, yeah. So idea of
weird.
betting.
Who the fuck banned that word anyway? That's kind of weird anyway.
So I take it that Sludge was talking about Blog Talk and not Renegade.
You know, it's as if you'd ban Zapoper's name for people to say Zapoper's name, you know, like, or Mami, you know, you'd ban people from, and then you get a star, you know, because you know we removed all that shit, you know, that like fuck saying fuck, and then you get a little star if you say fuck. Yeah. So someone added the name Lou in there. What the fuck? That's weird.
Yeah, it's funny on fucking Spangola's chat, you can't say Hitler.
The other day I was at Spangola's chat and I was doing, hey, what the fuck? There's no free speech. What the fuck? Fuck. There's no free speech. You know, and everything was a star. Nearly every other word I was saying was a star because it was like controlled or banned. How do you say it? Word controlled or whatever.
What gets me is Spangola, that's all the fuck she talks about is Hitler. And she got Hitler banned so you can't type it. It's like, what the fuck?
Oh, that's ridiculous. Really?
Yeah.
That's the latest addition to.
Yeah.
That's fucking weird.
I don't even listen to her shit anymore, to be honest with you.
I was going to say the exact same thing. You get bored after a while.
Yeah.
I mean, the other night I was saying to Dave, me, you know, I was saying I prefer going back to watching Hollywood crap, you know. Like today, I downloaded Les Miserables. I didn't even know that it's hard to. Hey, Dave in California is still there? Scorpio.
Hello? Yeah, I'm still here.
Oh. You know, I didn't know they just did a new Les Miserables. You know Les Miserables?
Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah.
Yeah, well, you've seen what? I mean, they've done.
I saw the Broadway play actually.
Yeah. Okay.
Many years ago, though.
Yeah. Okay. So what I saw that was really good was the French film in 1982. Lino Ventura, and it was really a good movie.
Jesse Ventura.
So I downloaded the new thing now. There's a DVD screener of Les Miserables that they just like, oh, that's a new story, you know. They did a Les Miserables 2012, 2013, you know. Les Miserables.
They changed the story of Les Miserables.
Yeah, of course, Jean Valjean and all that crap. The same thing, Victor Hugo, blah, blah, blah. But
I haven't seen it. I just thought it was pretty weird.
Another version, you know. we've seen the black and white, we've seen blah blah blah, we've seen blah blah blah, the Broadway thing also, and now, but the 1982 movie was really great. So it'll be hard to beat. I just want to watch it and see if it's going to be any good. It's kind of weird to see that thing coming out in 2012/2013.
Wasn't it in French the first time around?
Victor Hugo, yeah. Yeah, 17 something,
Les Miserables is French. You didn't say.
18.
I think it's funny, like, je ne sais pas pourquoi.
Yeah,
This person, I'm really
Victor
surprised. Les
Hugo
Miserables
wrote,
is French.
but man, Victor Hugo wrote the book in 18 something. I don't remember the dates there. Maybe Scorpio can help with the date. But Scorpio, no, you don't remember?
Like that, somewhere around there, yeah.
Yeah, it's 1850 something or something. Let's check it out. Les Miserables.
Yeah. It's a true story of the Rothschilds. I've heard that one. No, I actually heard that. That was actually a story that the Rothschilds perpetuated. It was like, because it came from 1850 or whatever, because 1851 was when they did some boring crap or whatever. But yeah, Les Miserables is about them as being a bunch of orphans.
Yeah, Victor Hugo, but when was it written? That's the thing that I don't remember.
What was 1851? I know it wasn't obviously the Protocols of Learning. Oh, it was Waterloo, I think, that sort of era.
I always like Mami's background music because, there's always some child and a woman talking.
Yeah.
It was published in 1862, not 51. 1862. Les Miserables.
Yeah. We're there about 8.
It's a fucking huge classic, Mami. You probably seen the movie in black and white or something, or some version of. They've done a few. Really a good story.
Somebody sent me a message at Mammy's chat. It says, "Hey, Grizz, as a fellow Canuckian, what do you think about the Idle No More?" Well, I'm not a Canuckian, but it looks like the Beaners are joining with the Indians and starting some shit in Canada.
Yeah. Shit going on again with the.
Yeah, Mammy, you don't sound like a Canadian, that's for sure.
Yeah, but there's some shit going on with the Aborigines again. My neighbor told me. I so hate listening to or watching the news, especially the local news or I don't give a shit about fucking news, And so there's again a problem. If you remember in the 90s when we had a standoff with that was a huge one. We had the Canadian Army against Mohawks.
What year was
that was
that?
a wild one. That was like in 1993. I don't remember exactly. 1993, I guess. And it was unbelievable. It was in Montreal, I could look it up, but I'm kind of lazy.
That's close enough. You know.
But it was really, so it looks like if they're starting, they want to start another distraction like that, you know. I don't give a shit.
What do you mean?
So
Distraction. What do you mean?
well, it seems like it seems like these things they're always orchestrated. It's kind of like your shit, but on a lower level. It's like
I mean, you think that they're orchestrating the native Canadians to agitate against the pigs?
Dream. I dreamt the whole thing.
I'm pretty sure that they have some. I'm pretty sure that they've infiltrated these people and
I had the most absurd nightmare. I was poor. No one liked me. I lost my job. I lost my house.
No.
Philip hated me.
Is there some guy in the background?
Terrible, awful.
They hated me.
Oh. God.
Oh my God!
Don't get lost. Don't. You're a dead man, Valentine! What an experiment!
Jesus fuck, man.
Oh, that's cool.
That was DelCruix.
That was DelCruix, yeah.
Sorry, man, it was the Dukes.
No.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure what I mean by that. You know, of course, there's some legitimate things, but there's always other angles. You know, like taxes and shit, and you know the not having to pay taxes because you're on sovereign territory, blah 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 blah. It never ends, you know. And so I think there's some people that are ils brassent de la marde, tabarnak, in French. Ils brassent de la marde, stirring shit. That's the, you know. There's
Well,
always...
I think what I see here in America is more and more people are discontented with the direction of society right now, and so that includes like Native Americans or whatever, you know.
Yeah. I understand what you're saying, but I'm pretty sure that there's some shit behind it too from the government itself, you know.
Could be.
But you're right.
Yeah.
But you're right. You know, I mean, it's not hard to be discontent with.
Yeah, because I mean, what is the direction of society anyway in these days? I mean, like everywhere you go, anywhere that's civilized, it's all to make you gay. You know, it's like any society you go to, it's all pro-gay, and it's like, you know, they're just desperate to make everyone gay, and it's like, oh yeah, we love the queers, man, we love the little gay fucks, and you know, let them have access to your children, all that sort of stuff. So it's not really that difficult, you know, to find out what direction society's going.
But what the fuck does the gay agenda have to do with the natives of America, which we were talking about?
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like it's going pro-gay. You know, they're gonna make the Native Americans gay, basically. You know, that's what the idea is. They want everybody to be gay.
Maybe Dave was right about Maggot and Grissom too.
Well, I just see it like they're trying to redirect society into a different thing. They want to make a degenerate society, but I don't think it's going to work out too well. I really don't.
Well,
people and ass fucking is good for depopulation.
That's true. Yeah.
I thought you were joking about the American Indians. You know that they've infected most of them with AIDS.
What?
the American Indians have mostly been infected with AIDS, and they live in little camps.
Who told you that? Who told you that?
Good question. Possibly I might listen to it off.
AIDS is half of. First of all, AIDS is half of a fairy tale.
Yeah.
Hey, DelCruix, you still there? Well, I guess it doesn't matter.
No. But haven't they got the American Indians living on camps? You know, outside of basically like most of society, and it's like they're not work camps, but they are like segregated from society.
Yeah, they're
Wait, what are you talking about? American Indians?
Yeah, Native American.
yeah.
American Indians all have casinos, and they
They
get big
call it-
checks from the man.
Here they call it reserves, des réserves. It's like it's true that they have a territory to themselves apart,
Yeah.
and they get benefits from the government. So yeah, so
Well, they have
Maggot.
casinos too.
So Maggot, fuck the casinos, man. That's in USA. But Maggot was
Yeah.
half right, when he.
Yeah. I don't make stuff up, you know. I might sound like pretty crazy when I say stuff, but I mean I'm quoting from the source. I can't always quote the source, but you know.
No.
I'm not as bad.
You're a bloody loony.
Yeah, I'm loony.
You're a bloody loony. No ways about it. No. I'm just.
I'm joking because if I was bothered, I wouldn't even say that because I'd be like, you're going to say something insulting back.
Man,
Yeah, I
you
know. I've heard of that about the American Indians and stuff. Like they put them into reservations and they like give them aids and all this sort of stuff.
Americans are so fucking
That's
angry
not true.
about it.
No, that's bullshit, man.
Americans are so fucking angry about the casinos because first of all they make huge amounts of money, and they don't, last time I checked, I think they don't pay taxes. Is that true, Dave?
They pay they got a different deal with the crown than the Americans do.
Yeah.
That's why they're separate. They're from America. Technically they're on American soil, but then again, who owns America? The fucking Queen.
Yeah. Exactly. But we got the same kind of. It's similar here, but it's not exactly the same, and it's not as huge as you guys with the huge casinos, man. Man,
Even out here where I live, the Indians have big ass casinos out in the middle of fucking nowhere.
yeah.
Telling you. Yeah. Yep. And all
Yes.
the old people on Social Security go there and blow their money on the casinos. They love it, and they can smoke cigarettes there too. So,
Let me find a picture of what I was talking about back in '93 or something like that. Man, that was with the. I gotta find the words to put in Google in the search engine there, because that was a powerful. The army versus not the Iroquois, but the. I don't even remember their. But these guys crossed the border. They were Americans. Those guys were fucking hot. Not the usual type. Yeah, I'll find it.
So, Mammy, what's going on down there in Florida, man? What's the word?
Nothing, man. Same old shit. It's kind of nothing really changes down here. I've seen a cop today.
He always says that. You know, hey, what's up, Mommy? Nothing. Same old shit.
That's all there is, man.
That's what happens when you're married, Zapoper.
Yeah. Also, if you stay,
shit every day.
if you stay too long inside your apartment too, that's what happens. Same old shit.
Yeah, I never go out. I'd probably go out maybe once a month, if that. Once a year.
Yeah, going out in public really isn't that much fun, really, you know.
Yeah, what the fuck? It's hot down here, man. Why the fuck go outside? Go shopping. Fuck, you know. I ain't got nothing in the store I want.
Well, and plus, society is just degrading, you know. I mean, it's disgusting, really, in my opinion.
Come on, Walmart ain't bad.
I know what you're saying. I mean, it's like
I'm old enough to remember how this country used to be years ago. You know, compared to what it is now, it's a joke.
That was before cable TV. You know, we used to go outside because there wasn't nothing to fucking do in the house. Nowadays, hell, you got TV, fucking video games, the internet, you know.
Woo.
There's something to do.
Yeah.
Oh, I just got it. It was called La Crise d'Oka. Oka was is the name of their territory. After the I got a picture there that was telling.
I've got a message from Metro Bob. Basically, he's unbanning me from Dude,
Metro Bob, don't bring that fucking piece of shit here.
I know. I shall kill him. Okay, I'll let him unban me. Then I say, I shall kill you. He's unbanning me from Renegade Broadcasting, so it's cool.
That guy is like a gov hater. He's like a fucking moron.
Metro Bob's Celtic Rebel.
Oh, there's a whole wiki page on La Crise d'Oka. Fucking thing. Lasts forever. I just want to show you the picture that was telling all, you know. It was 1990. It did all the media around the world took that picture and ran away with it. And now they're kind of, it seems like if they're trying to do another shit like that. There you go. I think that was, and it turns out that the white guy in the American, the Canadian fatigues, or the Canadian Army fatigues, turns out that he was on cocaine. Here, paste. Here's the picture. That in 1990, that went all around the world and all the newspapers around the world. Canadians are mistreating their you know their Indonesia. Oh, Jesus fuck! I'm losing my religion.
Yeah.
Mistreating their indigenous people. Ain't Jane. Did you all get that picture?
Oh, where is it in the chat down there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see it.
It turns out that
Yeah.
corporal bullshit there was on cocaine. I'm still trying to remember. Iroquois keeps coming in my mind, but they're not Iroquois at all. I'm trying to remember what the name of their tribe was. Anyway, it's just because they're trying to start that shit. Don't be surprised if in the next couple of weeks or months you see something similar happening, a standoff up here, because it looks as if that's what they're planning or whatever. I don't know.
Hey, Zapoper, I saw a movie that's pretty funny. Coma.
That sounds familiar. What? More details, please.
Well, it's about like all these doctors that are like making people go into coma so they can harvest their organs. It's from the 70s, and the lead actress is a French Canadian.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
Well, it's something.
Yeah. I don't know if you can. There's a movie that I thought was really funny, but I think you gotta be French Quebecer to find it. It was called Les Mâles, the males, and there's a song in there. Maybe you've heard it. J'ai deux amis qui sont aussi mes amoureux. Les mâles. I think you'd find it funny, man. Two guys are they're in the woods, and they're kind of getting like they need some woman action or something. So they decide to go to the village, the closest village, and get a woman. And the whole thing doesn't work. But when they come back to the camp, there's already a woman there. And she's all cool and shit. She loves both of them. It's kind of funny.
Looks like Wyoming's telling the fucking federal government to go fuck themselves.
1971. Here's the IMDb link for Les Mâles. What the fuck is that? Are you guys still here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
I put a link down at the bottom Looks like Wyoming's telling the federal government to go fuck themselves with the gun ban. Any federales that come into Wyoming trying to enforce any of the gun laws can be fucking arrested and fined and all kinds of shit.
It's really unfucking believable what's going on in the U.S., man.
How did they already ban the guns in fucking Canada?
Yeah, but we still have fucking sawed-off shotguns, man. Like the Swiss. No, but it's true. There's a lot less guns here, man. People, yeah, it's true. It's true. The only guns that I know of are always from friends of that are friends that they're people who have guns up here are criminals or they have licenses for hunting, or they're either they have what's the name? Well, fixing guns and all that, like selling and. But yeah, it's true though. We're kind of we're fucking disarmed compared to you guys. We're like, it's like you guys have an AK-47, AR-15, and we have only a knife.
Looks like the Jews got Canada trained real good.
Yeah, well, it's been a long time. It's been that way for a very long time in Canada. We've never been an armed country per se,
Yeah. You can always call the Mounties. They are